Oh my God. Oh my God. They fired Brian Dable for the New York Giants, and I have to break news on 10 a.m. because the Dallas Mavericks has fired the general manager of Nico Harrison. He is gone. Yep. Nico Harrison is definitely gone. He is fired. He's never said trade Luka for good, and he is not doing that. But I'm pretty sure I'm happy. Thank God. Thank God. Thank God Brian Dable got fired. And thank God the Mavericks got fired. That Nico Harrison, he should have never traded Luka for good. Thank God. It's over for him. But you know what? I'm proud of myself. I'm dead proud. But I say this one, I say again. We're on ahead of week 10 standings, and next time week 11 is on the market. So I would never forget to say this once, but I might as well too. So I'm going to get this over here. Let's go sleep. The standings. You know, I'm not going to be standings about standard is the standard, my ass, but I'm going to have it. Before I get on the start with this top to bottom, let's start with the NFC East. First up by Dallas Cowboys. Let me start with Dallas Cowboys. They're 3-5 on the NFC East. Okay, we gotta start off with this happened with the Eagles, lost 20-24. They won the Giants 37-40. Lost by the Bears. And then they got a tie, the worst ties in Sunday Night Football. Win over the Jets, lost by the Panthers, win by the Commanders, 2 losses between the Broncos and the Cardinals. It was a bad one here. That might be on a bye week. And the next Monday with that, they're gonna pay to get this bum ass Raiders. I gotta deal with the Raiders. Sooner or later, they have so bad to disappointing here. So first and foremost, for the Dallas Cowboys, each and every one of the news, it was just never still go at it, but Ryan Flores has returned. Ryan Flores returning. Let me see. Ryan Flores returned to death row. And since he's returned to death row for the Cowboys, he took a further opportunity for CD Lamb. And Kafari Turban should continue to manage specialty impact. That could be arranged for him here. Malik Davis has signed with the practice squad, and Davis is not claiming another team in Dallas have away from Tuesday. How good of Malik Davis that will be? And not be good with Malik Davis, this is bad. One. And Dan Tolbert targeted the loss. Not good enough here. But that's just as bad as it gets. On with Logan Wentz is about traded to the Cowboys, that could be all here in the random news here. But a sad news for the Cowboys here with Dak Prescott on the clip here. He went into the whole high school situation, and then one of the thing might be the Cowboys is this. So the only person we saw Abbott was the name Marshall Nealon, who was tragically passed away at age 24. Doesn't mean the fact he was so good enough him, but he was never so happy. But the thing is, it hurts more lot of people in the military. It hurts more people that some like this were going to brought north here that did happen. Because I remember last year, Marshall Nealon was dealing with this grief. Martin Nealon had dealing with his grief when his mother passed away over 2 months ago. And some of that got so crazy. And he was never saw it happen. I never see what's going down out here with Marshawn Leland doing this grieving after the loss, eliminating the playoffs last year. And it did that more than had special. It did not see what's going on and what kind of difference it is. The difference is all the time the difference is different. There's definitely is going to mental last year to happen. You didn't agree to loss the loved ones. It doesn't have to be an effect in my being. It was going the second happen. The sad thing is what happens going on with Marshall Leland in his prime. Remember he blocked touchdown, the block punt touchdown he did. It was amazing for him. But I would never say that when he was that good. The point is this. Marshall Leland was a good guy. Okay, not just good, but he's a good guy. But even the team who all knows about this, it's just hard good enough here. So they had a broken nose on the hero on the mental health issues, but that's because they had nothing to talk about. And the mind being the Marshall Leland family, this old guy had to show on by certain means. Ain't mean to say it's not that pretty nice one, but it's just too much. It's just too much for him, and I'm really sorry he is the right guy, the right decision. It was that moment on with Marshall Leland and Leland family just because he did over the grief of his family, and he did not go on there. And he spoke about this. We spoke about it, and for our purposes, it was never been made. All right, it was never been so easily been made, and it would never been so easily than one day in love when Marshall Leland's team got it. The Cowboys. They dealt with grief in themselves. They're not going to win this game so badly against the Raiders, but they're not going to do it against what happened. The Cowboys, without Marshall Leland, without them players get injured, this is a bad for Cowboys for the second place, and they're not going to make it the playoffs. But that is not going to do it. The Cowboys are not going to make the playoffs easy or not get good. They're not that good for all the purposes of the team so far, and they never seen before here and now, and it might be a good invitation. Since the day I've been known to told anyone about this. If the Dallas Cowboys don't like this or not, they don't care what happens. I don't know what's going to do with this team. I don't know what's going to happen to them because it's sad thing happen here. So this time, hashtag ask for Dak. Make sure we get that, but block all this fucking noise and we just talk about it. So you lose a parent, lose a siblings, lose a spouse, lose one of your loved ones, lose your friends, or lose a person or pet or something. It was that moment. But wherever the case may be, I would know to expect it with him at any time all. Because I'm definitely speechless for this man, and I didn't know what's going to happen. This is a tragic loss, it's a tragedy every day here. I don't speak any about politics or anything else, but the same thing I've been sort of good at. So please, talk to someone, talk to everyone else who's going on this different your strugglings, and since your struggle, your mental health relapse situations, you gotta and take care of yourself with your mental health. But it is that main one also soon. You gotta deal with a habit, the long depression, grief, and you had a long bout of depression yourselves, and you did the long depression yourself. The main thing that you had enough for one a lifetime here, and for that, I would say, yeah, it was just so you gotta deal with grieving and all the types of things going on, and might be gonna here. So, to please talk it out. Please talk it out. Talk to the sense of humor, and talk for your sense. So there you go. Rest in peace to Martin, and my condolences to the Nealon family and the others. Okay. I'll be back. I'll be back right back, guys. I gotta. Oh no. Let me get the water real quick. Oh, oh, whoops! I didn't know this. Stop popping myself. Okay. Oh shit. I don't know. What the hell? There we go. All right. All right. Here we go. Go. Here we go. Now we gotta move on. All right. Okay. I gotta move on. Let's move on. Week 10, pick it up, reported live. Okay. Let's see. Just one fuck up here and it's happened. I got stone New York Giants. The New York Giants, 2-8 of the shit show of the NFC East. And what happened in the news? When what happened in the news? Jonathan Dart was week 11 with uncertain for a concussion. The rookie quarterback was suffered a concussion for the extra early for his team in week 10 loss to the Chicago Bears, suffered a concussion. And you know what happened? You know, I know what happened. All because of Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson is on Unk status. Russell Wilson is on Unk status. So you want to know he's on Unk status? Piss poor. And you know why the Giants have absolutely lost it? You know why they're happy to lose it? They started 3 losses as a game. And what happened? They 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 losses. You started 2 wins this game and then you took an L. You took most L's in the NFC East on 8. That's on 8 L's in one day. What the fuck? What the? I didn't know what's going on with this week. You signed Russell Wilson for the biggest washed up quarterback I've ever seen. I am never disappointed that Russell Wilson is on Unk stats. Man's washed. When Underdog got concussion. Bring on James Winston. Bring in Jameis Winston. Bring up James Winston on this team because this man is absolutely washed. Man is fucking washed. And Brian Daboll, he's done. He's finished. Brian Daboll is done. He is out of the air. Brian Daboll is gone. He is out of here. And you know why? Brian Daboll is absolutely sucked. He had absolutely lose a coaching job for always. He left the Bills and he also bad situation. You know, I'm proud of yourself. I'm proud of yourself what you just did. You know why? You know what? This is the second I'm talking. You know what I'm talking about? The first thing you know, my Giants is absolutely piss poor. And what happened? What happened? You let the offense, defense got a little shit. You let the shit show going on the special teams and did not going on so well. You got a practice squad all this there. And what got a practice squad doing? What kind of practice squads are they doing? You hire Ben. Let me see. Who the fuck is Ben Sauls? Let me see. Who the fuck is Ben Sauls? This nigga is the worst kicker I ever seen put the practice squad. Yo, you need to stop pulling a practice squad. Yo, stop pulling on a practice squad. I'm tired of these niggas. Yo, I'm tired of this practice squad series. These niggas is all terrible. I mean, what is the deal? What the deal here? Yo, I did not see Minnesota's sign a practice squad. You want to find a G-Man, and now they're dead last in the 4th place. Unbelievable. You know what? I'm proud of myself. I'm surprised that Brian Daboll's gone. I'm surprised Daboll's gone. That's all I gotta say. Thank God. Thank fucking God, bro. Alright, Philadelphia Eagles. First place in the NFC East. Not to mention the Eagles, but the same is going on here. But Will Simmons made a total 34 yards last night. And Jake has made a perfect win on Monday for all purposes here. And take up part of it here. I mean, AJ Bobby disappeared. But he's a, the shit show. I'm probably good enough here that Eagles gonna not repeat again, but they're not gonna repeat. No, they're not gonna actually get a repeat. But they started 0-0 on the wait. Nah. Let me see. I get my funny enough is this. Let me go to play by play. You see what happened, right? You started at 0-0, started the second half. Second half, you started 0, or the first half, they started 0-0 here. But now started the third quarter, 0-0 again. Jay Gallagher made a field goal, 3-0. But the worst 7-10 on the score on Monday Night Football, absolute shit show. Absolute shit show here. Good thing they no longer undefeated because they took 2 losses between the Broncos and the Giants. 2 losses at this time of day. But the 7-2 on the Eagles' amazing runoff, they had a good enough team. So the Eagles did not have a better team over the one season. Hell, they don't want to give a damn where they were. They don't give a damn. But it's time to say this. It's time to put an end for all the managers, but the 18-year-old Eagles just gotta make it silly at it. Make it a good thing. I'm making sure what's going to happen this week. Last but not least, watch the Commanders. Okay. Third in the NFC East. 3-7. Okay, let me start. You know, when I was this time, DeMarcus Walker's doing. DeMarcus Walker was at the Denver Broncos. So he has agreed to term to the free agent contract with the Commanders. And Walker has not yet played this season, but he brings 8 years experience with the Commanders front. The former second round pick in 2017 has played 17 games in the last 3 seasons. According to simple sacks in 2022 with the Titans and 3.5 last 2 campaigns with the Bears. So that fantasy pro is, yo, what's up? How's it going? I'm good. I'm just good. I don't want to hear no stupid thing going on here. The Marvel that's toward the Commanders that was a loss here, so 3-7. But what the purpose is, Mario's gonna retire. I'm glad to hear that. Yeah, but I'm glad to hear that as well. These oh, how got it? How am I doing? I'm good. I'm doing a lot on the standings on the NFL. How's your day going? My day going good this time around. I mean, my day going good. I'll try to do the standings for NFL. My day going good with this time around. I'm doing good. And you know, I don't think Martin Mayor is not going to be a starting quarterback because he's going to need retired. Mark Mayor is going to get injured or get retired or get blowout loses. And Coach Josh is not going to good quarterback. Well, he going to get waived. He going to get waived. He could get injured. He going to get out of this mess. I don't know the time, but I predicted that the Commanders will out of quarterbacks for good if they don't get a stop. They gotta get a job done. Oh, yeah, that's good. Okay, and one pointing it out here, it's a lot of Packers with it's on the other here. I don't think it's good enough. How's your stream going so far? My stream is still good going so far. I'm doing great so far on the stream. My live stream, I do it in Twitch, or I do the regular Twitch streams, and I do the Twitch stream about wrestling, and of course, the football thing going on, and definitely for that, Mariota took a big fat L on the Falcons. He played terrible on this one. You know what? Mariota is absolutely washed for good. I'm predicting Mariota's going to get injured. I'm predicting Mariota's going to get injured. Oh, that's the case of the still enough here. Oh, we got a follow. Oh, that's great. I think the Commanders Marcus Mariota is not a good as well. But more importantly, Dan Quinn is the head coach and defensive coordinator. He might get us all to put a stop on the defense. But the offense, terrible. The offense, terrible. Mayor's quarterback, terrible. He's on Unk stats. He's washed. He's on Unk stats because he never habits. Mayor usually retired. You washed. There's no way you can do about it. Go back home with your wife. Go back home with your children. Nobody will care about you. Nobody cares to like you no more. Nobody cares to care about this time. You're on Unk stats. You're on Pimp stats. You don't care about your team no more here. Nobody likes you no more. Nobody cared about your Unk. Nobody cared about your time. You be on Unk stats or Russell Wilson and Aaron Rodgers because there are absolutely washed up quarterbacks. Go to washed up quarterbacks, go to retirement home. We got to give you a $5,000 retirement home for you. You are all good enough in the Commanders. You are the last person that ain't this best for you. You know why this out. John Johnson, you will get waived contract too because you're going to get waived to lose like this. And you don't know why it's going to happen. It is going to be end for you. This is the end of career for John Johnson and Marcus Mariota. Your career is over. And I predicted the Commanders are our quarterback. Tell me they're gonna sign. I couldn't get this weekend, but I guess. But by the way, where are you from? If you don't mind me asking, don't mind me where I'm from. Okay, I'm not your part that tell my parents where I'm at, because I'm pretty sure I don't know where I'm at. I'm from DMV. I'm from Maryland. You know, that's all I gotta say about this. I'm actually living from Maryland. Okay. Now we took care of business the NFC East because the NFC East is so bad this year. I don't know what is going to happen. Well, I did talk about the NFC East this bad this year. All this former Fontron, they be forming the trash can. Okay. And now we brought the other way in the NFC East. Well, man, can I ask you something? Yes, I don't want to ask something. I got to ask something. Yes. I got to talk to the AFC. Let me talk, okay? Let me talk about the AFC East. No, the AFC North. I got to talk to the AFC North right now because the Steelers, 98, the standard, 98. First play the AFC North, the standard. And I got to talk to one man you know who exactly is. Wait a minute. There's one man I got to talk. Yeah, man, can I ask you for something? Yeah, I got something. What do you need something? What you need something? Because I got to find that Chisel Don's recap of the Steelers. What happened of the Pittsburgh Steelers? Absolutely frauds. And you know what? I got Steelers go get 9-8. The Steelers are frauds. The Steelers are garbage. Well, man, you did consider the artwork or to make the stream look more attractive, the stream more cool to the viewers. Why did they talking? Yo, can you please? Well, man, you think I consider the artwork on your stream make it more attractive? Now, I'm not a VTuber, okay? Look, I'm not a VTuber. I do sort of a stream like this. Why do these people talk? I do VTubers. I don't do VTuber. I do like other stuff like Chisel did. And the Clutch dude. Come on, man. I mean, I gotta do it. I do the artwork. I do a little more artwork in the stream the videos, man. I do the videos on the stream and I do the everything I could do. That's it. Alright. Let's go to the Chisel. I gotta see this man is absolutely crashed out. Oh man. I gotta see this. You might want to hear that, man. You gotta see it.
All right, first and foremost, and now go Chargers, go. Congratulations to the Los Angeles Chargers, taking care of business in prime time, taking down the Pittsburgh Steelers in an absolute ass whooping. 25-10 was truly not the story of the game. It might as well have been 45-3 as it pertains to the Pittsburgh Steelers. You know what? We deserved and earned this ass whipping. It's truly a kicking ass that we needed. Not that we're going to be able to recover from this. No, we need to lose games like this because I need you guys to feel how trash and mediocre of a franchise and organization we happen to be. There's folks who really thought, oh man, the bullies are getting bullied. Since when have we been bullies? This is the identity of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Roll over on our backs. We're in missionary position. Every single week, we line up to go and play football. Why is it every time it's a 3rd and long situation, you feel more afraid than you would if it's a 3rd and 1 when our defense is on the field? But let's not even get to the defense, really, because the defense, for all intents and purposes, actually came out here and did their job. Back-to-back weeks, the defense actually played decent because with the exception of one drive, the defense really didn't give up that much. I'll say this much for Pittsburgh. Hey, Joey Porter and also Kyle Duggar, I know you're new to the team. Do me a favor. Go and see Saw, the movie. Because you saw, remember in the movie, the first one where they had the person who had their foot, it was cuffed up, and she had to go and use the saw to cut off her legs. Maybe you guys would be much better with nubs on the ends of your forearms than hands because you clearly don't know how to use them. Joey Porter looked a football straight into his gloves with adhesive, but for whatever reason, mans can't catch the football. Kyle Duggar, welcome to the team. Ball ricocheted off the hands of Ladd McConkey, I believe, right into your palms. You can't catch the football. How long you guys been playing football? Not professionally, just football, period. What's the first thing you learn when you play football? How to catch the ball. How to catch the ball. But you guys don't know how to do that. You've got digits, 10 digits. You don't know how to use either one of them. If your hands were phones, you would never make a phone call because you don't know how to utilize digits. Y'all are pathetic. Catch the fucking football. We probably lead the league in the most drop picks this season. I don't know if there's a statistic that's out there, if somebody's been keeping track, but I can almost guarantee nobody's dropped more interceptions than the Pittsburgh Steelers defense. We are absolutely atrocious. Now, outside of that, defense actually did okay. Because outside of the moments in which they had a short field by way of a turnover or something of that nature, you only allowed them to go out there and kick field goals or possibly punt the football. We did all right through the first 45 minutes for all intents and purposes, and then of course in the fourth quarter it was already out of hand. Offensively, we are god-awful. There is no speculation whatsoever. You made the trade to go and get DK Metcalf. Clearly, for whatever reason, Pittsburgh seems to think this man is with the Justin Jefferson, is with the Jamar Chases, is with the Devontae Adams, is with everybody who's at the top of the league, but that's not the case. Is he a great receiver? No, he's a very good one. Very good, not quite great. I don't know why the fuck we can't seem to get anybody else involved. Oh, maybe because nobody can get open. Calvin Austin, you're supposed to be receiver number 2. Your hands just for decoration as well. It's time to go catch a football. You trying to turn your hands over. It looks like you trying to be a little kid. 6'7", 6'7". That's you. That's you going for a football. 6'7", 6'7". You can't catch the goddamn ball. This is ridiculous. We need to start having some form of disciplinary action when people step on the field, they don't do their job. Coaches included. I would like to see barbers on the sideline expeditiously. You drop a pass, remember the Titans, you run a mile. You get your hair shaved bald. And if you're bald, we cut off your skin. Because y'all can't play football, period. Ridiculous. We had 12 drives on offense. 12 in this game. You know only 3 of those drives eclipsed 4 plays? We had the football for, 50 total plays? The Chargers ran 69 total plays. Nice. They were sexually assaulting us every time they had the football. And for whatever reason, the Pittsburgh Steelers liked it because we could not move the ball whatsoever. We're 0 of 7? 0 of 8? 0 of 9 on third down? We might have converted one on the late drives, but did it even matter? Of course not, because the game was already over. Offensively, we can't produce anything. Jaylen Warren was the only person playing football for the offense today. The only one. The run game is absolutely embarrassing. The pass game is even worse. Aaron Rodgers, outstanding. What? Girl, you knocked me out. You look like you're washed. The Gap Band comes out and performs every time you go to throw the football. This man had 3 plays in the red zone. Atrocious play call. You looked like Russell Wilson last year. Absolutely lost. You changed the play on second down. You have to throw the ball into the ground because nobody's there. Third down, you overthrew Gainwell for absolutely no reason. Fourth down, you try to go and throw it to DK Metcalf. Tight coverage. All we need is a first down. It's 4 and 6. Just wait for Freiermuth to run his route completely over the middle to where you can go and make a play. We scored on the 3rd and 18 over the middle with Pat Freiermuth. How about we try to go and play towards the sticks rather than always trying to go for it all? Can we play like we're smart? You're 41 years old. Maybe you didn't take enough time this game. You didn't travel through TSA to make it all the way to Los Angeles and take a bump of the 14 grams of crack that evidently aids you in playing football. Because when you're not high, you're garbage. We can't do nothing offensive. We can't protect the quarterback. We can't run the football. We can't throw the football. And in special teams, we don't know what we're doing. We're a terrible football team. And it starts at the top. This whole coaching staff got to get wiped. There's no attitude. There's no passion. There's no vision. There's no aggression. There's no form of motherfucking team spirit in this football team whatsoever. There's no attitude. The mystique is gone. Troy Polamalu was watching in the stands. I'm 100% sure he left before halftime. And I would leave too. There's no reason to have anybody who's wearing the black and yellow, the black and gold, ever want to return back and represent the team because they are a shell of what this team used to be. It is horrid that we step out 3 times in prime time and get destroyed and lose every single time in embarrassing fashion. The Packers picked us apart. The Bengals picked us apart. The Chargers pick us apart. And guess what? You're not supposed to be looking over at other teams, work, right? You're not supposed to be looking over at what's going on other places in the AFC North. But let me tell you something right now. Hey, the Ravens are only a game behind you. It's the same old scenario that we saw last year, that we've seen in the past. You've got a multiple game lead in the division, opportunity not to run away with it, but at least create space. And what do? You fail. You stumble. You suffocate under the pressure of being able to go and carry the division because you're mediocre. Last week, fluke. It took 6 turnovers to win by 7 points. And the games in which we don't get takeaways, we look god-awful. Absolutely abysmal. And this is exactly where we are. Remember before the season started, when people were asking me, oh, Adonis, what do you think about Aaron Rodgers coming? Adonis, what do you think about DK Metcalf getting traded to you guys? Adonis, what do you think about getting Jalen Ramsey? Adonis, what do you think about having the most highest paid defense? It really don't matter, because I know exactly what we're going to see Sunday after Sunday, Monday after Monday, Thursday after Thursday. Mediocre football, because that's what the Pittsburgh Steelers is now. Mediocre. I said time and time again, the Tomlinisms aren't registering anymore in the locker room, period. There needs to be a change from top to bottom. I'd even argue ownership got to change. Something's got to move, because what we got in that organization, what we got in that building, clearly isn't built to win. Because every single year, every single week, it's the exact same output. You lose games the exact same way. And I said this before in the past. You want to know why it's so incredibly frustrating for those of us who've watched every game over the course of the last 8 years? Because 2018 up until now, it's been the same story. Even in 2020, when we started 11-0, it was the same thing. You bank on these spectacular splash plays to put you in a position to possibly win the game, and you just survive. If football was 6 quarters, I can guarantee you the Pittsburgh Steelers would probably have the worst record in the league. And if not the worst, we would be sitting in the bottom 4th. I can almost guarantee you, because we don't win games, we simply survive. And if it was a longer period of time, we would lose the vast majority of the games that we won. Because anybody who's been watching this team for the last 8 years, it's been the same story. All we do is hover just slightly above 500. And the only anomaly that we had in that time frame, we lost the last 5 games, and when we started undefeated, we lost 5 of our last 6 and then got eliminated. It's the same story week after week. The same thing. Even when we win, is it really a win in which you can poke your chest out and be on, hey man, I'm a Steelers fan. Woohoo, look at us. We're taking care of the league. No, we're not. We're mediocre. And we're going to continue to be mediocre. So as far as I'm concerned, on the flight back, I better not see a smile. Better not see a social media post. Y'all better go 0 dark 30 like LeBron did in the 2010s on social media. I don't want to see a single post. I don't want to see a smile. I don't want to see a goddamn thing. You want to give back to charity? You might as well take that doggone money out and put it back in your account, because y'all the motherfuckers who the less fortunate. Because every single week you step onto the field and you embarrass yourself. And above all else, you embarrass all of the fans. Because as far as I'm concerned, you can put fans on the field, and we may not be able to play at the professional level, but hell, you got us a little convinced that maybe we can. Because y'all don't look like professionals on the football field. I'll always give respect to the opponents, because they getting paid too. But the way y'all go out there and y'all play, it is incredibly, incredibly disrespectful to the dreams that you guys thought y'all were going to go and live out when you made it to this point. At one point, you got to look yourself in the mirror and say, what the fuck is it about? What is this about? Are you ready to play football or not? Because the way y'all playing, it don't look like y'all out here to play football. Y'all just out there to go and collect the check. And if that's going to be the case, just let us know so we ain't got to go and cheer on Sundays, period. Pittsburgh travels better than any other team in the NFL. We might as well keep our money in our pockets and stop tuning the fuck in, if this is going to be the goddamn output that we going to see every single week. Y'all should be ashamed of yourself. You should be disgusted. There should be no situation in which motherfuckers are smiling, man, we gonna get them next week. No, because we lose every single game the exact same way. This was the kick in the ass that y'all needed. And I would hope that would cause a change. But have you ever given us a reason in recent years to give us a reason to believe that there could possibly be a change? I don't. So as always, we lose. And hey, as all those AI edits are saying, we on track for 9-8. 10-7, baby. Woo! We right on track to get to 500, baby. Let's go. Because that's all that matters, right? Ridiculous. 3, what the fuck on 6? 1, 2, 3, Steelers. 4, 5, 6, what the fuck? I'm going to sleep. Well, I would say y'all should get some sleep too. But look like y'all haven't been awake since 2017.
Ridiculous team. That's absolutely fucking ridiculous. Yo, I am not happy with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Not. And guess who's on second place? The Baltimore Ravens. They're back on track. And they're finally back on track. And of course, I say luckily had a season high 5 targets over week 10 and getting more involved. The Ravens get more involved for all the purposes of the team thus far, and they get the job done. Make sure the Ravens get us more or less here. They lost to the Bills, lost to the Lions, lost to the Chiefs, Texans, Rams, and guess who got back? The Browns got the one game. But got back in the bye week. They beat the Bears. They beat the Dolphins. And they beat the holy hell out of the Vikings. But we can't do the same thing at the bum-ass Browns. When Lamar Jackson's go on top of the road, they got to make sure to get a pair of contentions, get a playoff push on this time of the year. And what are we going to do if the Browns still get the job done? Never. What the Browns did not get a job? 4th. I mean, they lost games here because they did not pick up Shedeur Sanders. Why did not get Shedeur Sanders on the field? Why? You're like, oh, let go have a sit down here. I'm going to chill. What little social media go ahead and down there? No. That's not going to happen. That ain't going to happen. I don't believe the Browns were not going to win this game so far. The game is quite young. He's just quite young. For the moment, for this man, I don't know if he could ever do anyone. But what Shedeur Sanders doing? Shedeur Sanders, get it together, man. You got to get this run off the game, get your lazy ass up, and get the program. Why you the Kevin Stefanski did not get a Tesla ideas? You know what Kevin Stefanski's gonna do? He's gonna get fired his ass. Kevin Stefanski's gonna get fired his ass. Kevin Stefanski is gonna get fired his ass. He's gonna fire. Diddly poo. So the Cincinnati Bengals are 3-6. They beat the Browns and the Jaguars and the Steelers of one by one. And look what happened. L. 6 L's in one game. And where is Joe Burrow? He's in IR in a toe injury. And in my opinion, Joe Burrow could return this game because Joe Flacco is an old man. He's washed. Joe Flacco is absolutely washed. I don't know why Joe Flacco might be on there, but you know what Joe Flacco is? Unk status. He's on unk status, ladies and gentlemen. Joe Flacco is on unk status if I look at him on artwork. But this is my just say this because it was considered myself with the Bengals. The Cincinnati Bengals are not pretty good at a start and a runoff because thing is going on with the Bengals, it was never been so piss poor. So why the fuck the Bengals are not doing so good? Huh? How the fuck the Bengals gonna do good and not to be a lead to want to stand on? Well, guess what? Standing here. The AFC East. Patriots are 8-2. And the Patriots took care of business. Right in front of here. They took a loss. They took 2 losses here, but they did got back. Dolphins. They win the Dolphins. W. 8 wins. They took care of the Dolphins, Panthers, Bills, Saints, Titans, Browns, Falcons, and the Buccaneers. They got them. They got them. They got the holy hell out of them. Patriots, Drake May, Mike Vrabel, this all come together right now. The Patriots go back, right? Patriots back, right? You know what? Let me go see. Let me go back. Let me see. Let me go back. I gotta see this where there's only one nigga, one big boss. Let me see. There's only room. There's only room for one snake and one big boss. And I know the Patriots. Y'all know the Patriots are like, there's only one room for one boss. Oh, here it is.
Do it. There's only room for one boss and one snake.
Yep, there's only room for one boss. And Mel Gill.
Sooner or later, there will be only one boss.
You know what I mean? And you know what Aqua said? Listen to this. Listen. Look at Aqua said this. Watch.
Try this instead. Brothers! Liquid! I've been waiting for this! It can't be! I've been inside this arm all along, waiting for the right time to awaken. You were inside Ocelot? Yes, a sleeper in the arm of a Patriot spy. It was you 2 years ago? Exactly. I was controlling him. Snake, it was I that leaked information about Arsenal to your partner and got you out here. What? You're the only one that can free me. After all, I'm off to bury the Patriots for good.
You know where they are? How?
Why do you think I chose Ocelot as my host? But before I go, I have a family matter to settle with both of you. There's room for only one snake and one big boss.
Oh man, the Patriots are in first place, man. It's only room for one snake and one big boss. And I'm better than that here. The Buffalo Bills are 6-3. And Bills, my ad. How the Bills so far? They got 6-3. Cause they're on bye week. Oh, there it is. Bills 6-3 on the second place in the AFC East. They took care of the Ravens, Jets, Dolphins, Saints, Panthers and the Chiefs here, and the third loss is lost by the Patriots, Falcons, and Dolphins. Absolutely insanity. Absolutely insanity, man. And my opinion with Josh Allen ain't that bad, man. But before they start off here, team, man, it might be on this week. Might be a worthwhile and a worth time here. My time is now, and my time is gonna be easy. It looks like it. They don't know what's gonna happen the weekend, and definitely going on here. But the Dolphins, third place in the AFC East, lose like this. They won the game, but it might be they won the game. The Jets, Falcons, and the Bills, of course, but they lost after a big fat L to 7. Lost by the Colts, Patriots, Bills, Panthers, Chargers, Browns, Ravens. But they did the same. But they go to the same fate as the Commanders in Spain. There's only one way to find out. I hope these teams go as bad as we did. But would the Tua turn the ball over? Now I see what's going to happen. But this is going to let happen situation. Even the injuries did not go over the bad day. And this is how it goes with Dolphins. What the Dolphins lose this game, I'm pretty sure they're going to find out. What the Dolphins lose. If that happens. Jets. I'm going to start with the Jets. They're 4th place. 7 L's. Lost to Steelers, Bills, Buccaneers, Dolphins, Cowboys, Broncos, Panthers. 2 W's. Bengals and the Browns. How far did these guys go? How far these teams go if that's the case with the New York Jets happen? I mean, the Jets are actually asked for the time being with Aaron Glenn, the head coach. So why the hell are they going to do that? They don't know what's going to happen to the Washington here, but the same as Justin Fields. You know, I don't know what the Jets doing. They don't know what the Cabin special because he's on the 4th place in the draft pick. It's just too momentum. The draft pick is on the marquee because the only top draft pick was the Tennessee Titans. It's just too much. Too sweet of the defeat. It had a case of Roy, and in my opinion, this team so far, I would never go give a damn what they were. So that's just that. Now the AFC South. And the Colts are 8-2. What are the Colts? Colts are definitely 8-2, and that's on the bye week. On week 11. Okay, there it is. All right, the Colts did on the bye week on week 11. So now they lost to the Rams and the Steelers. Now they won the Dolphins, Broncos, Titans, Raiders, Cardinals, Chargers, Titans, and the Falcons. And on the bye week. Indiana Daniel Jones. Let me start with his man. He got a pretty good intel here. And first thing you know about it, it's the Colts. The Colts are really good and intel on the team so far. It might have singing. They might be on top. They might be on the run this time with John Vitale. It's going to be the MVP aggressional. John Vitale is going to be the MVP aggressional. Aggression, my pray. If I will make sure that these teams are good, and definitely time. So, kudos to the Colts. Daniel Jones, we gotta give okay. And of course, for Ed Wilson, you're done. You're done. Eddie Wilson, you're done. Eagles return this year. You know what? He's done. AR-15 is done. AR-15, AR-5 is done. That could be a stupidest shit it ever made. So AR-5 is gonna get traded. He's done. He's done. Now the Jaguars, the Jacksonville Jaguars, took an L and blow a 19-point lead. Why? They're in second place. They won the Panthers, Texans, 49ers, Chiefs, Raiders, and guess what? They didn't get revenge. The Texans. Oh, they lost to the Texans. Not only lost to the Texans, but the Bengals, Seahawks, Rams. What happened? You were 5-4, and at second base, they want to go behind. Look behind. The Texans are behind y'all. The Texans are behind y'all. What are you doing? What are you doing? It did one of the wildest thing I've ever seen. Is the Texans might get the job done, but a 5-4, really, what's happening? Are the Jags on being on the front runners or the sit runners? They're going top 5 already. I'm gonna. They know what this. They know what top 5 again already. I don't know what it is. One way or another, Jags needs to get together here before that hit with the forehand, and I don't care what it is. That's all I gotta say. Houston Texans. They're 4-5, and they lost by 3. They lost the Rams, Buccaneers, the Jaguars, Seahawks, and Broncos. But the thing is, they got back from the Titans, Ravens, 49ers, and the Jaguars. But we don't know if he's out with the man because of protocol, and C.J. Stroud made a cousin protocol on Monday, and she sidelined him. But before that, in the forehand, with the Texans, I do think beforehand, I didn't know what's going to Texas might be. They're up behind with the Tennessee Chiefs. The Chiefs are behind the Chiefs are behind the Texans are behind the Chiefs. Really? I think they were. So they will have to spend so much time, and I'm begging to hear. I beg to differ for the Houston Texans. They don't know what's going on, and I might say this happened before. Before the Texans have might say this, it was going to send my forward. My God is not going to say it this year. Now for the Tennessee Titans, they're 4 president AFC South unknown. Nope. I do not want to talk about the Titans. They're 1-8. AFC West. The AFC West. Denver Broncos on first place. They're 8-2. And I'm begging to differ for the Broncos. They're 8-2. The worst 7-10 on Thursday Night Football because they took care of business. They took care of business with the Titans, the Bengals, Eagles, Jets, Giants, Cowboys, Bengals. The Raiders. The worst 7-10 on Thursday Night Football. It's bad at worst. They lost the Colts and the Chargers, but they're 82. Bo Nix, Bo picks in 6. So, my question is this. Is J.K. Dobbins questionable because he got a foot injury on the second opinion? I don't know what's going to happen on this. But the first thing you know about this Denver Broncos, I don't know what's going to happen this season. But I want to keep an eye on things. I keep an eye on this for the Denver because the same thing on the playoff material, but I'm saying I don't got to do something. The first thing you know is get the job done right. The Los Angeles Chargers are 7-3, and the Chargers are 7-3 here. They got the same way. They took care of business on the Chiefs on week 1. Raiders, Broncos, Dolphins, Vikings, Titans, and the Steelers on last Sunday. Go Chargers, go! But the Bengals, they lost to 3 L's. They lost to the Giants, Commanders, and the Colts as well. But I don't know if the Chargers might be good sense of humor. But Joe All's out for the ankle injury. Ruled out. Lands in IR. It doesn't mean the fact he is not pretty darn good. My opinion is this you know what I'm thinking about it, right? I don't know. So if the Chargers might be going the same thing, what's going to happen? Well, oh man, this is going to be tweets. I mean, this is insane. Man, Ian Rapper got a tweet chain, but this isn't good enough. One way or another, Chargers gotta have a great chance on harvest. So, but then now I'm gonna Tennessee Chiefs on 5-4. Chiefs on 5-4, but I'm saying good enough, but not pretty hard to say good. After they started 0-2, they lost to the Chargers, Eagles, Jaguars, and Bills. And they won against the Giants, Ravens, Lions, Raiders, Commanders here. But they gotta get the Broncos a rematch. Woo! I can name myself, but the same gonna happen. This is gonna be insanity for the team, but the game is online. The game is on the line for the Chiefs. And they're on the line, my friend. I'm begging you, gonna need something. They're gonna need some help to get a sense of humor. This is gonna be good to be fancy, but that's all I gotta say. The Las Vegas Raiders to the 7. I don't want to talk about what happened. Raiders took a fucking L. 7 L's and 2 W's. That's what I gotta say. The Raiders, I don't want to fucking talk about it. I don't want to talk the Raiders no more. That's all I gotta say. The NFC North. I'm gonna go to NFC North right there, ladies and gentlemen. 6-3, tied with the Lions and Bears. Oh, okay. I'm gonna start with the Lions. I'm gonna start with the Detroit Lions right now. They took care of business right here on the set the humor with this man. I think the Lions are all momentum. So the Lions lost. They lost to the Chiefs and the Vikings, but the same game going on, they got had the same games. They want to get the Bears, Ravens, Browns, Bengals, Buccaneers, Commanders, but they can do the same thing to the Eagles though. Can't do the same thing to the Eagles though, because the Eagles are the worst 7-2. Because this is a bad situation. I didn't say the worst 7-2, but the Jameer Gibbs had been so letting it happen. But in my opinion, the NFC Championship repeat. No, not repeat. No, not repeat. The NFC Divisional playoff preview. I think there might be preview. Yes, that might be a preview here. But from all the probability for Jameer Gibbs and what's he? So Jumbo, David Montgomery Burns, Knuckles, and Jameer Gibbs as Sonic. Oh, hold up. Let me see. I don't know the Sega Star. Where's Sega Star? What's about Sega? Man. Oh man, I would never. I would say this. Oh, Sega startup. What Jameer Gibbs saying? Sega. Yep. One more time. Sega. Oh man. I love all these Sega games, man. I really love it. I play Sega every time I do so, man. But I do care about the lines, but I really put Jameer Gibbs. Jameer Gibbs. Watch this man. Watch. Denver and Brown Knuckles. Watch this man. Jameson Williams. Watch that man. Amon-Ra St. Brown. I'm about to do it for you. Hold up. Let me see. I'm about to do it for you, man. Hold up.
Kung Fu grip!
Don't forget, you can do anything you set your mind to.
Follow me, baby!
Oh no! Guess who's back, baby? You got nothing on this! Nothing!
Chiromantic, the hottest new release from the world's hottest pop star, Amon Ra. Pick up your copy at your favorite record store. Not available in all states, countries, worldwide, municipalities, provinces, or anywhere where music might be prohibited or restricted.
Oh man, I'm gonna St. Brown. That man gotta be good enough. I gotta watch this man. He need to watch. Watch that man. He gonna go get going. Whew, the Bears tied 6-3. Let me go start the Bears. Lost to the fight against the Lions, as well lost to the Ravens. And the K Wings took care of business with the Cowboys, Raiders, Commanders, Saints, Bengals, and Giants. They gotta have a one easily winners. And the first thing we gotta have to see the K Williams is this. That's how the guys going on. Right now, they have a great run over the team. And it might gonna be a few to follow them. I might sit here. I might sit there and wait. In a good cause. Wow. The Bears gonna get bear down in the fantasy world. Now the Packers are on 5-3 and a terrible loss to the Eagles, but damn. That's all got happened. They took care of business with the Lions, Commanders, Bengals, Cardinals, and Steelers. And they lost to the Browns, Panthers, and Eagles, tied the Cowboys. Last Monday was a shit show. Last Monday, it was a shit show, and I'm to the point. How in the world is going to happen? You know, this is sick. Sick to the Packers. They don't care what they're doing. Packers don't know when they're going to win. That's all I gotta say. Falcons are dead last in the 4th place, but Falcons are dead last. They're 4-5. They took care of the Bears. They took care of the Bengals. They took care of the Browns. They took care of the Lions. And what happened there? They 5 L's. The 5 L's, they lost to Falcons, Steelers, Eagles, Chargers, and Ravens. What are they doing? And this is a problem. Carson Wentz is an IR. Carson Wentz going to go retired. Carson Wentz going to go retired. Carson Wentz, he will retire from this season. It's over. It's over. Carson Wentz, Unk status. Unk status. Carson Wentz is on Unk status. He's going to be on Unk status. He's retired. He's done. Falcons, I'm sorry, but I'll tell you this, but you did absolutely make the playoffs from last year, but this time of day, it's over. It's over. Falcons, you're done. Now the NFC South. Buccaneers are 6-3. And the Bucks, who always can cooking. Buccaneers might be cooking these days. Let me see. Buccaneers took care of the Falcons, Texans, Jets, Seahawks, 49ers, and the Saints. But they lost, and the 3 losses by the Eagles, Lions, and the Patriots. They tied 6-3, but got the Bills, but unfortunately over the Baker Mayfield cooking. And the injuries, Mike Evans on collarbone, he's on IR. And the bad thing in my career, I don't think he play back in the playoffs. And Chris Godwin, but it's on the timeline, he might get traded. But Irvin, not as better playing week 11, he'll be out as well. Then was IR. Buccaneers, they got to have a good sense of humor to get back playing in the playoffs. So that's all I got that. Panthers are back. 5-5. The Panthers are back. They're in 5-5. They lost the Jaguars, they lost the Cardinals, they lost the Patriots, they lost the Bills and Saints, and they're back on 5. Falcons, Dolphins, Cowboys, Jets, and Packers, they took care of business. Yeah, they took absolute care of business with Bryce Young and the team on the games here. But Mitchell Evans is questionable in an ankle injury. They have a bad center on team. You see, there's no guy to say this. Hunter Renfrow is out and healthy scratch injury, so he's got to be coached assistant. The medical coach assistant want to get the Falcons my way, and so from the Panthers side, they got to be aside they do something. Speaking of the Falcons, y'all 3-6. Y'all 3-6. What happened to you? You lost to the Buccaneers, you lost to the Panthers, you lost to the Saints, you lost to the 49ers, Dolphins, Patriots, and the Colts. After you beat the Vikings, Commanders, and Bills. And what happened to you, Falcons? What happened? You lose like this. Kirk Cousins on Unc stats and the Pimp stats. You know, I'm glad you did it yourself. I'm glad you did it yourself. Michael Penn is a great quarterback, but it was not enough. Raheem Morris, you did not call a timeout after your piss poor coach. Raheem Morris, count your days. Count your days. Your death of his reign on. Your death note is ready, man. But you're saying this happened to you on the same shit. This is my opinion on yours, and in my opinion, it's your idea. Their last place is the New Orleans Saints. The last place, New Orleans Saints. I do not want to talk about the Saints, but they need to change. They got to change the management. They won the game because they didn't on by rate because they didn't change. Lost with the Cardinals, 49ers, Seahawks, Bills, Patriots, Bears, Buccaneers, and the Rams, and they won over the Panthers and the Giants. So, yeah, they're going to need to change the management to lose. 100%. Dante pads on the practice squad. I don't know what the Saints going to do, but the same day that's bastard with Patasco is pretty going to quarterback. I don't blame him. I don't blame him. Last but not least, the NFC West. Seahawks are 7-2, and tied by the Rams. You know, I think it's funny enough for the Seahawks against the Rams, they tied 7-2. Lost by the 49ers, the Buccaneers, and the Seahawks took care of business on this time with Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold take care of the Steelers, Saints, Cardinals, Jaguars, Texans, Commanders, and the Cardinals, but they tied against the Rams. 7-2, it could be a hard to win. The more they change, the more they're the same for the Cardinals, but the same thing that Sam Darnold and this team with JSN made 1,000 yards on the Mike permission and the Mike contentional. Charbonnet has good enough here with Kenneth Walker's going good enough here. Hell, maybe Cooper Cup this man pretty good time. Jay Bobo has good enough for the same thing happen. And speaking of 7-10, the Rams win over the Texans, Titans, Colts, Ravens, Jaguars, Saints, and 49ers. Lost to the Eagles and the 49ers, but the same with the Matthew Stafford is good enough here. Matthew Stafford is pretty on good enough here. With Puka Nacua is going to have a great time with Tutu Atwell is on IR. Tutu Atwell is on IR, is on hamstring injury. But the injury reserve, but I think they're going to go this time. They have a great overall so far. They've been suffering on the NFC West, but the same happens. The same going on with this team. I don't know what's going to say this. If these guys going on right now, I wouldn't think that happen. The same shit. It is that the moment I say it, the moment I say it again. I think it's going to happen. I think the Rams and Seahawks going to happen. Who would take so first place? Who would take so first place? We'll see what happens. Next on the NFC East is the 49ers and the Cardinals. I'm sorry, the 49ers. They took care of the Seahawks, Saints, the Cardinals, Rams, Falcons, and the Giants. Lost to the Jaguars, Buccaneers, Texans, and Rams. 49ers. So this is going to burn on your knee with a practice window over here week 11. This is always situation. Brandon Ayuk will be no clear with the timetable. He might when the return real soon. He might get a sense of humor. Quentin McCaffrey could be a less more ever. More or less, I think it could be a less more ever here. And more or less for the 49ers. And maybe saying this, but 49ers gonna be has a less more. It the team might be good sense. If the team might get set to the playoffs, this might gonna be a hard day here. Cardinals are 3-6. They absolute loss. Loss to the 49ers, Seahawks, Titans, Colts, Packers, and Seahawks again. And they won over the Cowboys, they won over the Panthers and the Saints. Kyle Murray is done for the day. And the Corporation keep turning their solid numbers on the one day you know. Kyle Murray is last day for the Cardinals. He has to go get traded. He's done. Kyle Murray's done. He is out of this team for good. Kyle Murray, your season is over. Your season is over. Your team of the Cardinals is stripped away. And you don't know what Cardinals is? That's all I gotta say this because Kyler Murray is finished. Jacoby Brissett, what are running the numbers? Brissett is winning the numbers. They're 3-6 on the NFC East. West. But the same thing's happened before. The same thing that hadn't been idealistic so far it happened. So far, these teams gotta have a little no whatsoever if the team gotta have a son. But the same thing's happened in the Cardinals and the 4 days happened. 4 days to know about this. Never say they were giving up hope, and in my opinion, this weekend. So, yeah. I guess the 49ers will make the playoff material, or the Seahawks or the Rams. The NFC West is cooking all these days, but I'm making sure they get this job done right, or maybe they're wrong yet. But might as well, I think it's good enough here. The other teams to the bottom of the barrel. Will they be focused on it? Will they be focused on the team if they need to focus on a worthwhile? But worthwhile the situation, they might need to go here. They need a quicker win to add a faster way and the fastest they go. It's just to make sure they're gonna have the team so far. The bottom of the bell was the Tennessee Titans. They're 1-8 and did not have a great runoff. Let me see. They need to trade this team. Oh shit. They need to trade this team right now. After the Texas win, yeah, Texas are cooked. They're bottom of the bell. They're cooked. Get his depth note ready for this time around. It's coming soon. The late K Coon coming soon. We had to wait and see what's going to happen. But I'm beg differ. It could be a one horse rider finisher. And then you have a great team. So get your graduation of a Death Note. We gotta get this graduation ready because the late King Coon is on the rising, and I'm making sure he is. Let me see. I gotta get to end this stream right now, but I'm back to different. I'm gonna end this stream. Go do it. Let me go do it again after that. Let me see. Chain nap tag on the brain, the speakers. That's gonna be that. Yeah. All right. All right. So I'm gonna end this stream nowadays. Been a hour and a minute and a half for the same thing going on here. But same happened to the Steelers. Absolutely frauds. Steelers, absolutely frauds. That's all I gotta say, man. That's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say about the stream, and I gotta say this one. Pretty I love the boy. I'm gonna roll crash the fuck out of here. I gotta eat my opinion. So there's that. That the standings here are on the my being on week 10, but week 11 is gonna be a 2 year. So see what happens on Thursday and what happens seen going on here. So I'm pretty sure this team is gonna have a really, really bad time. Shit. It might be a bad time or maybe a good time. Will you get injuries again? But injury sucks, bro. But I'm begging different. There is no way in hell I'm gonna find out. And I'm about to see it going to happen. Your boy King with side off. DV, I'm hot guy next time. You know, see you Thursday once it's gonna happen. What's gonna happen? I'll see you guys when I see you. Peace. One love. Now I'm out, y'all. I'll holler next time. Peace. And I did get blue screen again. Yay!
The Coops? Oh, Georgie. You and me, we're the Coops now. Those folks, they're the way of the future. If you refuse to rise to the ground,
Getting rid of the distractions, I'm all about the action. Like my name was Jackie Chan. Lyrical weapons like a katana with fans. Hibernating in the wilderness, waiting on my strength to return. Like kill switch engaged, my fire still burns. They resting in peace along with Undertaker's urn. I'm going berserk like Wolverine and Guts. I slay 100 men with my tongue, and I never bleed in battle. On this quest alone, all I got is my shadow. The rest of them sheep, they get led like cattle. I keep walking, but the roads keep getting narrow. I think it's all in my brain, and I'm in over my head like Ichabod Crane. I'm going insane, and the day keeps repeating. And every time I forget what I was seeking. In the night times, the wolves, they be lurking. I still survive, cause I gotta search for my purpose. I'm back again where I slay many men. I made friends with the lions up in the den. I slay the demons like Conjuro, colder than the Himalayas. I'm a demon slayer. I'm a real life Konami code. When I see the boss in front of me, it's just gonna explode. Still moving on the journey with my shadow behind me. I stare at the sun, but it still won't blind me. I'm searching for forever like Common does, but I could never be just like Common was.